Welcome everybody to level 857.
Yes. We're not going to have Al this time around.
Yeah,
it's just going to be us.
He's lazy.
Kevin, a.k.a. Turbo 857.
You're lazy, Al.
Jason, a.k.a. Stikz.
Eric, and that's it.
You're listening to another edition of the 857. No, level 857.
Damn, you're gonna have to get used to that.
We have
like
two podcasts.
Like I said, I said it already. We didn't have to say it again.
We'll just edit you out when you say it again.
We discuss anything related to games.
We don't edit anything if you haven't noticed.
No, we don't. It's too much work. It's too much work.
Sometimes we edit Kev out completely though.
That works.
We never had one podcast where I was edited out completely.
Yes,
I
we
don't know what
yeah.
Don't start lying to the audience.
Shout out to Dark Kent who took your place that one day.
Yeah, you were gone that day.
Yeah.
That's right.
I was busy. I think I was out of town.
We're doing auditions to make sure you're replaced.
That's
right.
messed up.
That's what the people want. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, make sure you change my 8-bit figure in the logo.
That'll be easy.
Let's see how that works.
We got Adobe.
All right. Do we have any news?
No, what's today's topic? That's the news.
All right. Today's
We're going
topic.
right into it.
Exactly. All right. That's going to be toughest bosses in video games.
Yes.
Toughest bosses that any of us have ever fought before.
Because sometimes they just too much.
Seriously.
Well, what is there a list, or do we have a list, or do we have our own personal? I have my own. Obviously, you guys know my own personal worst boss I ever fought in any video game. I mean, but is there a list
There was.
that you have, or
There's a couple lists online, but our list is in the head. It's
Yeah.
right here.
I just have one. I actually no, I have two.
I know one that you're probably not thinking of. That,
I know a couple.
I did a couple of. I read a couple of articles, and I forgot about some, and I saw some.
Final bosses.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah. So I was just like, I know Eric's going to say this boss when I say him.
Oh, I'm the suspense is killing me.
All right. Senator Armstrong.
Who the hell is that?
I know he was.
No one
All right.
knows who that is.
Metal Gear Rising. He was the last boss.
Oh, he was pretty tough. He was pretty tough.
You beat him without
No,
healing, right?
No, the thing.
Is that the thing you had to hit in the heart?
You had to do something stupid. I forgot you had to hit him like in the back, like when he does something like his heart pops out his back or some shit, and you have to hit him. The only difficulty I had is when he was throwing the big rocks and the big bricks or whatever at you. I couldn't. I couldn't time the slices. That's the only. He wasn't really hard. Other than that, it was just a stupid thing. The timing with
him
the
for a while.
Yeah, I mean,
a while.
he was just annoying.
I didn't fight him. He looked pretty hard.
He really wasn't that bad. He wasn't that bad. It's just the timing that was. What was his name? Senator what?
Armstrong.
I would have never in a million years have guessed what his name was.
I don't remember his name either until I saw him on the list, and I was like, "Yes, that boss." I don't know how long it took me. I just kept replaying him over and over and over.
There's tons of hard bosses I've fought in like tons of games, but like nothing like
We're talking annoyingly hard.
like there's certain ones that are like a caliber higher than that just make you want to break the game or never play it again.
My name and like stuff like that. That'll make you break.
Roger Rabbit.
That is on my list.
Roger Rabbit is on my list also.
What is Judge? What's his name? The
Judge.
It was the judge,
I was
right?
going to say
Wasn't
Judge.
It's just the judge.
Wasn't it the judge?
What the hell was his name?
Judge something. I was going to say Judge Dredd.
I was going to say that too.
Well, it was
The judge.
yeah, that guy.
The judge.
The guy who turned into a cartoon at the end of the movie.
So wait, as far as is there any other quicker way to beat him besides those those punches?
That was the most frustrating.
That is stupid.
Long battle. So this is what happens. He's on the top of a truck, and you have to charge up your punch like a long, long time, and then let it go, and it hits him. It takes away away
barely anything.
This. I can't even make my fingers that small. This little bit of energy, and his energy bar is
very
like
small.
this.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
So you have to fight for a very, very long time
How many
doing
punches?
that.
And then even after he falls off the top platform,
You have to fight that.
You have to grab the gun like
the gun. The gun is going to kill them.
And
it's
he gets up and he's about to punch you, and he'll take you out in one punch. If
It's the most annoying, frustrating
that's not
fight
fair.
ever.
Oh.
It's terrible. That was one of them. That'll stand out if you ever got up to that. I mean, the game. I doubt you ever see him because the game isn't one that's that fun. But for some reason, we all got to the end of that, and it was super hard.
You know what's good about that? The car
was
mechanics were pretty good to driving the car. I don't know why.
It was like Grand Theft Auto 1 and 2, like way before Grand Theft Auto. And you could run over. You could run over the weasels.
The weasels.
Yeah.
Just like in Grand Theft, I think they might have gotten the game
Probably.
from that.
It's actually very, very similar.
Close.
That was the funnest part of the game, was running away from the weasels.
The car was cool. The car was fun.
Powering up that punch, though. I don't know what kind of game mechanic that
was
is,
awful.
but it was awful.
Very, very bad.
I think I saw M. Bison on a couple of lists.
Man, listen, it depends on who you were.
Wait. M. Bison, I'd probably say on the one you played, Championship Edition Super Nintendo. Was that the one?
Yeah.
Where he was. That was.
It depends on who you were. So if you were somebody who didn't have projectiles, like say Balrog, yes, he was frustratingly joystick breaking inducing.
Yeah.
Awful to play it. I couldn't. I did almost snap my controller in half.
Jay, which one brought you to tears? You were playing
Nothing
one.
brought me to tears. Get out of here. Nothing brought me to tears.
I hate this so much.
No, but I snapped. I heard my controller snapping when I was fighting him because I could not beat him with Balrog. I did, but it took like an hour.
It would. I bet you it wasn't even rewarding. Like when you win, like it's not even worth the pain you go through. It's like fuck this game. I don't care about the ending. I don't even care anymore.
He was the last guy I didn't beat it with, so I had to do it. And I don't know why I couldn't beat him, but it was frustrating. But I wouldn't say he was one of the hardest. So
but what about M. Bison, Eric? What about M. Bison and Sega Saturn, Street Fighter Alpha? When you play him, Ryu and Ken versus M. Bison.
I ain't shit.
You don't think it was tough?
Hell no.
Destroyed
He gets
him.
Destroyed.
We killed him.
2-player mode. He's done.
I remember being tough.
First of all, I was beyond shocked that there was even a 2-player mode.
They did a great job.
We were
with it.
extremely excited, and then we played that probably like 50
wow.
matches in a row. We
That's the best mode in Street Fighter ever.
Yeah.
Destroyed him. Mad combos, him just getting killed, and I was like, all right, hit start again. Keep doing it. It's fun.
Yeah, he wasn't bad there.
That was dope.
He did have a lot of cheating moves though, because he was getting jumped. What you wanted to do?
It's funny. A list I saw online, half the bosses I didn't even know where they were. Like I didn't even play the games. One of them, he wasn't the last boss, but it was who was it? Psycho Mantis.
Yeah, no, that
I
wasn't.
don't think
That's for dumb people.
Yeah, it's like
If you figured it out, he was easy.
But
when
it's a trick that you just have to figure out.
Put the controller.
That doesn't count to me.
That wasn't a hard boss.
Yeah.
That was a unique boss.
Yeah,
Like-
that wasn't like a tough hard boss like that.
A tough
that was
boss.
like,
It's like you know what he does, and there's nothing you can do about it, and you just keep losing to him.
Yeah,
You know, that's
like one of mine on the list. It's Ninja Gaiden. So Jakwayu, in the first Ninja Gaiden. Am I pronouncing that right? Is it Jakwayu?
I say Jakwayu.
I might be saying it wrong, but in Ninja Gaiden for Nintendo, the first one, that boss at the end with the stupid clown nose, I hated. And then he had extra parts after you beat him. He jumps and turns into another thing, and then he's I hated it.
The dragon one, right, with the claws that come out like that. You gotta like duck and jump.
Wait,
no?
No, the one that's flying. The guy who's flying is shooting the balls at you.
That's the first form, yeah.
When he looks like a big old blanket when he's flying up, and it looks like an eye on his crotch at the bottom. Yeah.
Crotch,
Okay,
That's a hard.
I remember that. Oh, because you have to
boss.
kill someone first?
Yes.
The father with the nose, right?
Yes.
The big nose. You save the father, and then you have to fight him in the same same energy. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it's garbage.
Yeah, I remember that.
And
You have to get ill.
If you lose, they send you back
Back to the beginning.
6-1.
Yeah.
6-1, yeah.
Now I never beat that.
Oh my god, no, that sucked.
I beat it with save states. I did not beat that regular.
No, that sucked.
Yeah, that's one of those bosses that I hate, and I'm pretty sure
tough.
it's in Ninja Gaiden 2 and 3. They do the same thing.
He is.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
I remember
And
the last boss for Ninja Gaiden 2, though.
it's hard. It's hard to get there, but
He
they
wasn't
kept
that
it going. They kept it going with Ninja Gaiden, the new ones, the remakes,
Yeah.
the 3D ones.
Yeah.
The boss at the end of that one,
Part 2 or 1?
part 1.
The
Part 1
stupid
was
guy.
when you fight the guy and you got to shoot the arrow at him, right?
Yeah.
That's part 1. You got to shoot the arrow in this little part, and then you got to fight this stupid gargoyle thing right after him. The same energy.
I think so. It was a while
That's
since
part
I-
2.
Is it 2?
When you beat him the long way?
Yeah.
That's part 2.
Okay.
That's part 2.
So
yeah.
part 2 then, Ninja Gaiden 2, the remakes. That boss, I hated that last stretch of the game. The bosses in that are ridiculous anyway, but that boss, I fought him the wrong way, and I fought him with just arrows shooting this little part in the middle of him, and it was taking away this little bit.
Yeah, I think when the orb lights up or something, you shoot
Then you can
it.
do something.
And then it takes away a significant amount. I think you were just shooting.
It was rough,
Yeah.
man. I did that the worst way possible. But then the fact that you had to go straight to this stupid boss right after him,
in the
like
lava.
you couldn't save,
The
you had to
lava
go up
shit, yeah.
and fight him.
No, that sucked.
It was awful.
Oh,
I beat that, though.
Now I'm starting to remember. Yeah.
I beat that though. That was rough.
It sucked. I'm like, why is he even tough at the end? After
Nah,
going through that
it's
bullshit.
awful.
No, that
That
wasn't
Ninja
fun.
Gaiden series in general, the bosses in those were
That was tough.
I
They're
think
crazy.
both end bosses, and I never see this on any list, but both end bosses for Phantasy Star Online 1 and 2. Those I think were-
Oh wait.
Dark Falls.
That's Dark
Oh no,
Falls?
is that which one was it? I think it was part 1 when he does
Oh, no.
a technique and you're automatically dead.
Majido?
Like there's like a light on you and it's like, oh, dead. Someone has to come revive me. Or some shit like that.
He doesn't kill everybody, but he kills.
There's one person. Yeah, choose one person, and there's nothing you can do.
No.
That's bullshit.
I remember that. That's when you went around in a circle and fight him, right?
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
Tough. He was tough.
That's bullshit. I don't like that.
But then, what about what's the Ninja Gaiden game? The fourth one that was
the one that you liked.
That was not Ninja Gaiden. You weren't Ryu.
Yeah, you were
the one you played,
the cyborg thing. Yeah,
I didn't like that game at all.
That game.
I couldn't beat
with the zombies in it. That game, the boss in that. Oh my god! I didn't even think it was possible to beat this boss until I saw it on YouTube.
Oh, it was Ryu, right?
No, Ryu was one of them. He was one of the bosses.
It was ridiculous. This is stuff I had to go through. Like I would die in seconds.
I watched it, and I wondered why you did that to yourself.
I would take away like 10% energy and then wiped off the planet.
You know what's funny? There's so many like games are like that, but there's like I think all of us have like one of those games where it's just like, all right, this game is so hard, I'm not enjoying it. But you put yourself through it for some reason. Like you do it with what was it? Spellcaster?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Like that for the Sega Master System, there's no reason anyone should ever play that game.
Sometimes you torture yourself to feel good about beating it.
Dark Souls.
Yeah, those games make you feel great accomplishment for beating it, for beating the parts. So, yeah, I mean, speaking of that, the boss in Dark Souls 3, I mean, probably in all the Dark Souls, but in Dark Souls 3, there's a Cinder boss. I forget his name. But he has any boss that has a beginning and then a second part after that is just cheating. Because you don't get a second part. They do, and it's annoying. And there's other bosses in that game that are harder, but that's a rough boss. I had to call people online to beat that guy. And I would guess it's cheating. I got the ending though, so whatever. He's beaten. But those are rough games. And Bloodborne, the boss in that, the boss that comes from the moon, like the secret boss that you have to do, that thing, it ain't easy. It ain't easy. Those are torturous games. But if you can beat it, you're the man.
Like Castlevania 1.
Castlevania 1, that's no.
Castlevania 1?
That's torturous.
There was a second boss in that. Like his Dracula's second form.
Oh, I can tell you all about it. No, I can't because I never got up to him.
No, that was one of the hardest bosses.
Yeah?
And Mike Tyson.
Oh, well, yeah, Mike Tyson.
Well, I was going to save him for last.
Well, I think everyone knows about Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson is the all-time hardest, one of the hardest. I would say he might be the hardest boss in any game.
White Tyson's the worst.
Ever.
Well, you still haven't beaten.
I haven't beaten White Tyson yet.
No, White Tyson is your nemesis.
Yeah, you haven't.
White Tyson's your
I'm gonna do a Let's Play soon. I'm gonna go against White Tyson. I'm gonna beat him.
We gotta record it though. We gotta put it on.
It's gonna be on.
No, that's gonna be documented. Your rivalry, your rivalry with White Tyson will be documented.
It has to be.
And you guys are gonna see that.
Mr. Dream.
It's amazing.
Stay killing.
Not Mr. Dream, it's White Tyson.
Eric, what did you think about in the first Turtles game for Nintendo? The Technodrome.
Oh God!
As a boss.
Wait,
that was hard.
That was a boss, wasn't it?
That was on the list.
That wasn't hard.
It was.
But I thought the whole game itself should be.
If you fight the Technodrome without scrolls, like when
without Donatello doing.
Donatello is mad strong.
Donatello can just pop that thing like nothing.
Actually,
or if you
Shred was tough too because he turns you right into a.
You're dead.
You just get in the corner and hit him with the thing. I mean, there's ways to beat these guys. If they're not cheating and just destroying you, then they're not that hard.
Technodrome is tough to kill without scrolls.
Getting to it is hard.
Yeah.
Any boss that you don't get to with full power, and you die and you have no power, and then you have to fight him again, that's cheating.
What about
you cannot beat them.
What about Battletoads?
I don't even remember the boss in that. The game itself is hard. But the boss,
Dark Queen.
I don't remember the boss.
She was.
I know whenever you got up to her, you destroyed
I think it was a blur because I was just so mad.
I think she wasn't that hard because when you got up to her, you just destroyed her.
Well, I think that was just because I was just like, I'm not losing because I'm not playing this game ever again. She was. I think she was pretty tough, but not as hard as the stage or the entire game.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I'm gonna have to watch that. We're gonna have to look that up. We're gonna have to see what that is. We're not getting up to her. We're not getting up to her again. I never got up to her. I saw you guys do it.
Even with a Game Genie, it's tough. It's
really rough.
Oh, you know a boss that I just remember was kind of difficult because it was just cheap. And Ghostbusters for Sega Master System.
Gorza?
Like the old Ghostbusters. Gorza at the top of the building. When she's shooting the lasers out, it was just cheap. Because you could be killing it, all of a sudden you just fall off the building and you're done.
Yeah.
Of one
you could walk off too, right?
I think if you back up too
you could walk off, I think. I think I did that.
That was rough. It took me years to beat that.
That was back in
It
the
was
day.
a long
It took
time.
like years to beat games.
But it was like an hour-long game. It just took
It's
years.
short. It just like you'll like
Now we could probably do it. I remember I saw you beat it. I was like, oh, this is possible? I went home and beat it. I went home and beat it.
Oh, there's an end to the game?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Well, I gotta be told that there's an ending to it. Otherwise, I don't believe it.
Yeah, but Tower Azul or whatever it was, like when you were going up the stairs, the roamers.
The roamers. Oh, the
No,
roamers.
levels are hard, but I mean, they that's not the boss. But what else? So speaking of bosses that you had that full energy to beat, Shinobi, the last boss in Shinobi.
no.
If you don't have the gun power up, you don't beat the game. You can't get
Shinobi
through.
was-
You can't.
Who's the boss?
There's a ninja.
It's a
and he uses
samurai
like
ninja
he
dude.
uses like this force field, and you got to break through it, and you got to slice with your stupid
I
sword.
might have seen it once.
I saw a guy in the arcade play it, and the arcade is foul because you get hit once.
No, arcades are cheap.
die.
Arcades are just money
You die.
steals.
And you got to start all over. So I seen one guy in the arcade play it, and he was killing the boss, and I said, "Never me, never me."
No, never.
Nope.
Never. Shinobi
No.
was a tough game.
And I won't count bosses in the arcade that much because they're just cheap, just to take your money. Like in Smash TV, there's this boss at the end, the guy with the on the treads,
Yeah.
like the tank treads
Yeah.
with the head, and you kill him.
Oh,
and he has,
God.
The
He-
announcer, right? Is he the announcer?
He might be.
I think he is. He is. Yeah, he is.
He just has like 18 different forms, just killing you, just taking your money. Just quarter.
That's what he's there for. There's no way to fight him.
And you're like, oh, I got him. His head pops off, and he's just shooting lasers everywhere.
It's so cheap.
If you ever see it, look it up. It's beyond cheap.
Oh, you know what? I just thought of who was pretty fucking tough. Michael Buffer in Ready to Rumble, Part 2. When he's the guy, when he's like,
Was
I'm
he
your
cheap?
final opponent. He was mad cheap.
What about
Mad cheap.
Loki from Ghouls and Ghosts?
Loki.
Sitting on the throne, different part.
Was he hard or was the game hard?
Which
to
one?
Get up to
Which ones? The one for Genesis
It was
or,
all right.
or the Super Nintendo one?
Ghost and,
Genesis.
was it Ghost and Goblins? Or
Super
Ghouls and
Nintendo, I don't even think
I don't.
beat that
I don't
No one
think.
got up to it.
I don't remember anything being too tough in the Genesis one. I just remember it being very fun.
I think the last boss isn't super hard.
Nah.
Once you get up to him, you can beat him.
Yeah, he's tough, but like nothing crazy.
But the Super Nintendo
think so.
one is impossible.
I gotta try to beat that.
It's impossible.
I would like to, and if you do, we need to document the pain because it's a lot of.
We got to show you the tissues for the tears.
Yeah, it's.
No, you want pain? Play Ghouls and
Ghost
Ghosts or
and
Ghosts and
Goblins
Goblins
is
on
way
play it
harder.
on the iPhone. That is the worst.
Why
Yes.
would anyone do
I
that?
don't know why they did that.
Don't play anything
I don't
on
know.
the iPhone.
It's like I'm like, why put this on the iPhone? You got like the touchpad. Like it's horrible. The game should not have been brought out for that for phones at all.
Screw that, man.
Not at
I
all.
want nothing to do with that shit.
the final boss in Mighty Number 9.
Did you
He's
even beat
annoying.
that?
No, I did not beat it yet.
Oh, wait.
He's a hard boss.
Oh, my God.
I wouldn't say one of the hardest, but I just don't know how to get that second form yet. Once I figured out he's gonna be easy.
That's a tough game.
That game,
It's
game was probably one of the most disappointing things you've played, right? He was so heartbroken,
No,
dude.
I spent
played
some
it.
money that I shouldn't have.
He was
on
so
that.
charged for it, and they just broke his heart. This shit's
I
foul.
backed that game.
It does have Mega Man flavor. There's like Mega Man flavor in it, but there's just something I gotta play it again.
It was
It's like,
$15 at work, and I could have got that for $15. I spent $60 on the, on the thing just so I could get my
Shit.
name in there. You know what happened? They put my name in as numbers. They didn't even put my name in.
That's so funny.
They said number whatever. Thank you, backer. I was like, fuck you.
So you got screwed every which way possible.
Yeah. They
Damn.
didn't put me in the credits. I was like, I wouldn't mind being in a Capcom credit. Well, it's not a Capcom, but the guy who made Mega Man's credits.
Yeah.
No.
crazy.
So I'm there. You just don't know. You'll never see it.
You know who I used to think until I learned how to really play pretty good, who I thought was a very tough last boss. The guy, is his name Jeff? The guy with the gun, Double Dragon, Nintendo.
Oh yeah. I think it is Jeff.
I used to think he was the hardest guy.
For home for
I
the
thought you
regular
meant
Nintendo.
The regular Nintendo, yeah. I used
They
to think
called him Willie.
Willie.
Oh,
It's
it was
either
Willie.
Jeff or
It was
Willie.
It was
He's
Willie.
Jeff and Willie. His name is
So
it's different.
stupid.
In the
These
Sega
names.
Man system, I think his name is
I
Jeff.
used to get killed all the time.
Well,
by
if
him.
you were Spike and Hammer, or Billy and Jimmy, they all have different names. It's a bad thing.
Jimmy was a tough boss too in the first one. He
Yeah, but
was
they
the
did
last
Jimmy.
boss. He was the shadow boss.
Jimmy,
He was
Part
your
very-
brother.
Yeah,
Really?
part one.
Part
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, you don't remember that.
Wait.
He would come out if it wasn't two players.
Oh.
Because then you got to fight yourself.
And he does all the cheap moves.
Yeah.
All the moves that you like take a while to get, and if you don't have all your moves built up, he does them anyway, like the spin kick and all that, and he can punch you while you're on the. Oh wow, I hated that motherfucker. Yeah, that's right.
I thought you talk about JJ and Jeff for for TurboGrafx when you first said Jeff.
JJ and Jeff, who the hell's that?
It's a terrible game.
I don't want to know what it is, but actually now after you said that, I probably have to play it for like 5 minutes.
My real TurboGrafx heads know what JJ and Jeff. No, they don't. No, they
No,
don't.
probably
Not even them. They don't.
What
know.
about Keith Courage in Alpha Zone?
I don't remember no bosses in that.
I don't remember any bosses.
I remember that game was shite.
No, you. Oh man, Which one was it? You probably know. Which Tales game? Their which bought? The
one you
was it
just
Grace's?
played.
Was it Grace's?
Which one?
The end. God was it? The guy who looked like God that we kept calling. Was it
the one
Grace's?
you just played.
No, that was Zillia.
Zillia. Oh my God, that boss. Fuck that. Oh yeah, we beat him. I said, fuck this game right after. I said, I don't want to play this anymore.
Wasn't that the one where you had like all the bosses in a row?
Let's see.
I think that was the boss before that.
No, the guy who looked like God with the long hair and everything like that.
Stereotypical God.
He looked like a stereotypical God. Maxwell. He was.
Oh my God.
Spoiler alert! If you haven't played,
I
Tales
hated.
of Zillia.
Well, we're talking about endings, so this is a spoiler alert show. So.
I hated that boss so much.
Yeah,
He sucked
That
because
was-
he would just do shit. And everyone's dead. What? Why? Why? Everyone has full energy and everyone's dead. What sense does that
The
make?
Tales series though is notorious for having tough end boss fights. Though, man.
Grace had one too.
Yeah, Grace
Grace has had some very, very tough. annoying-
Vesperia against the guy in red, long hair, long Japanese sword.
Mm.
It was tough too. I forgot.
No, they had a. The game has such appeal because it's 4 players, it's role playing, real time action, and then they put these fucking bosses, and it's just like it makes me hate the game. It's so horrible.
Yeah, it's rough.
But
Any
not
boss that kills you with one touch.
not nearly as much as my all time most hated boss. Don't know his name. It's the end boss and Arc the Lad 2.
No one knows that one.
The eye. That's
No, it's the eye. It's a brain. It's a eye brain. It's a big it's a big brain and it has an eye on it and it changes its pattern every single time you fight it.
It was later
And
found in Bloodborne, that boss.
It looks very similar.
It was in there.
And the foul thing is when it's your turn to fight and you're just like, all right, what should I do? Maybe I should heal. He throws out another one of his clones right in the middle of your shit.
No, it was very random.
It was you saw it.
I was watching you.
And I'll never forget. I went upstairs. I said, I'm not playing this ever again. I said, fuck this game. I don't want to play it because it's just so cheap. And then I got angry. I was like, fuck this. No, I'm going to beat this shit.
You got to get angry.
And I'll never forget. I won by luck because the 2 main characters in the game, there's like tag moves in the game. And if you have a certain amount of points after you attack and stuff like that, and you're right next to each other, you and your character will start glowing. So it was like, he already attacked, and I'm like, oh no, I gotta attack. And then both main characters were in front of him, glowing. I said, oh, I'm like, I have to. This is it. I'm like, gotta use the move, and he fucking finally died. I don't remember the ending. I don't know the ending. I was just like, wow. And James's dad, who always played all the tough role playing games, he stopped at that boss.
Everyone would have stopped.
He's like, yeah, couldn't do it. Didn't want to deal with it.
wow. It's tough.
It's the most annoying boss I've ever seen. Like, he has to be the worst. I can't even think of anything worse than that, especially in a role playing, like strategy role player. I mean, it's supposed to be taking your turn. Like, I go, you go. You don't interrupt my turn.
No,
it's like, come on, man.
it's an active time battle.
At least in Final Fantasy, you see how much time you have. You see your gauge. You're like, oh, I gotta make a decision quick because this
And so
asshole's
they
about to
use that
attack.
one thing that kills all your energy down to 1, and then they
Exactly.
just drain it down.
Wow.
Final Fantasy
Final
3 had
Fantasy
some
cheat.
too. They had some tough ones too.
But the last boss you can kill in 2 moves.
Yeah, you can.
So
No,
that doesn't
we killed
count.
him in 1 round.
Kefka, yeah,
We killed Kefka in 1 round.
You could murder him
In one round.
so he can get murdered.
Most of those bosses can be exploited. So
There was one in particular that was really, really bad. I'm like, man.
I got one in Guardian Legend.
Oh, Guardian Legend. Jesus Christ.
Oh.
It's a shooter game.
I've
for-
seen
for
that.
the NES.
I've seen that on YouTube. Someone playing him, and the fight didn't end. He turned
boss-
every single color.
The boss changes colors, and he just gets brighter and brighter and brighter
he doesn't die.
and brighter, and like neon
I remember
yellow.
that. He had a lot of colors.
He was
I remember-
orange.
I
He
remember
was
that.
blue. He was a full rainbow. A full rainbow.
A full rainbow.
No, he would not die, no matter what you did to him. And it's not an easy game. It's not happening with that. But it's like a skeleton with arms
Did you beat him or no?
out. I beat him like last year. It wasn't in
And
the
that game
80s when it came out.
came out when?
It came out in the 80s.
I beat him last year.
And this is 2016 right now. So
What about Clash of Demon Head? All those.
that's a hard game. I don't
All
remember the
those
boss in it. I don't remember the boss. I remember the boss that was on a motorcycle, the skeleton.
I
Like
think
that boss. But no, the last boss, I can't even tell you who it was.
I
But I'll
can't
beat it-
even tell you
I'll beat
a
it
boss.
next week. I'll beat it next week. I beat that game. So
We got to record that also.
If I don't remember him, then he wasn't the hardest boss I fought. But
It's messed up. I keep thinking of all these hard games rather than bosses.
I can't miss this. So if we're going down a list of these bosses, any boss from an SNK fighting game
Oh God.
needs to be on this list.
Oh man.
Like the King of Fighters bosses, all of them. Like
Who's the purple
it's
dude?
terrible. It was a King of Fighters boss. I had to admit.
Holy
and they are
shit.
cheap and impossible.
I never. Oh,
I need to
never
find who the
beat
dude
those
with
games.
wearing the purple armor
And the boss in Tekken 6.
beyond.
Those are impossible bosses.
cheap.
Impossible cheap fighting bosses. I would never ever play those games. Ever.
Dural from Virtual Fighter. She was always a tough.
Oh, she was cheap, yeah.
I
She
beat
was
her.
always.
Or
very
it,
cheap.
or whatever the hell you want to call it. I beat the fuck out of him though.
I beat her.
Mad cheap.
Goro,
Goro used to be pretty.
Shang
Oh,
Tsung,
Shao
Yeah.
Kahn.
Shao
What about,
Kahn,
Yeah.
all of them.
Every-
Those are rough. If you don't have Sub-Zero or Scorpion, they're rough.
Yeah.
You won't be beating that game ever. When they make you like in the new Mortal Kombat, when they make you be like Sonya Blade's daughter or whatever. Nah.
Oh, for the
Nah.
story and shit,
Yeah,
right?
you can't make me be those characters. You got to be a character you can whip ass with, and that's not the one.
Wow.
But when they force you to be characters you don't want to be, and they make you fight the last boss, that shouldn't happen. That's terrible.
I don't like games that have the like a really, really tough last boss and you lose, you have to do the whole stage. Like, why can I just repeat the fight? Why do I have to start from the beginning of this horrible stage?
That's why they got save states.
Like, exactly. Well, there you go.
Save
Well, there you go.
That's what you got to use.
But that's mostly old school. They used to do that, right? Old
Yeah,
Nintendo
yeah.
games used to do that. Nowadays, like
No, now it's not really hard. They just start you right where you left off most of the time.
good checkpoints all day.
Yeah,
I love checkpoints.
you don't really lose out. Like it's not like you die, you got to start the game over.
Yeah.
You got to put in like 10-hour password to figure out how to get there. But most of those games, like Metroid and stuff, I don't remember these games having horrible bosses.
Metroid was normal bosses.
Mother Brain
wasn't
It's
shit.
just more of an adventure getting to them
Yeah.
than the boss itself.
Same thing with Zelda games. Nothing too
Bowser
hard.
Ganon, like they're not
Those guys aren't that crazy. I mean, in what? What's the Zelda for Nintendo 64? That one. Ocarina of Time.
Ocarina of Time.
Like, well,
It's
was
the
that a
stages.
was that a difficult boss or not?
I can't remember any boss.
I know he changed into like some big ass.
The toughest boss, well, in Zelda 2, Dark Link was.
Oh, he was tough. He was
For a
tough.
while.
Yeah, he was tough in Zelda
Until you
2.
get in the corner and just stab down. Like there's an exploit.
until you figure it out, then yeah, it's like
Oh,
that was.
I got
freaking
one.
Tough.
I got one. This can go on forever. No, we're gonna cut it soon. But Rocky for Sega Master System. If you didn't
Drago.
build
Drago.
your power up, like this is the most annoying thing I've ever seen in a video game. If you think back on everything we've ever
That's
played,
pretty bad.
you gotta speed bag this thing and keep the time up to like
7,
over
is it?
8.
Is
It has to be like
Was it
I think-
7?
I think you had to have either a 7 or 8 on the speed bag. You have to have like an 80 on the the sandbag,
It's-
and then
it's
the mitts.
annoying.
I
The
think-
mitts at 100. Over 100.
You had to have a lot
Over
of
100.
mitts, yeah, it's just,
Over 100.
and that was it.
So your bonus games that's like a boss battle there. So you had to the
My
thing you had
fingers
to
can't
do
go
with the
fast.
speed bag. Your arms would be dead tired, and we didn't know the finger trick to like do this thing to keep the buttons going. Like this is way back in the day, so we didn't really know about that. But then even doing that, your hand gets cramped up. You got to do it for way too long.
Drago will kill you.
And
For-
if you don't have it like that, he will destroy you.
For all the youngins out there that don't know this game, look it up. Rocky on the Sega Master System, and look up the training nonsense that you had to do.
Yeah.
Especially the speed bag. I think if you don't do the speed bag right, you're fucked.
No, you can't do it.
You can't do anything.
can't do it.
You
Well,
get
Well,
done.
the
It's
speed
too
bag is
slow.
most one because he does.
You gotta be able to get in there.
punches before you do a
Yeah,
or an uppercut.
It's only three bosses. There's only 3 fights in the game, and this thing took like 4 years to beat.
That was another one of those games that took a long
you do
time.
them all right, you destroy
You can
Drago.
destroy it in
You
like
can
20 minutes.
kill
Like, you can
Drago.
kill him.
But if you don't do the
And
training
it's
right, you are
like,
finished. He will destroy you. He will
Oh, no.
kill your whole shit.
That's a foul boss.
Nah, I'm actually happy that you brought that up because that was oof, man. I couldn't beat that for years. That
was a rough
sucked.
one. Yeah, that was really rough.
What about since you beat it? I played them, but I never really beat them. What about Dark Force and Phantasy Star 1?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like he was
Dark Force was
I
probably
mean, Lassic and Dark Falls.
Lassic and Dark Force. Both
Dark Falls.
Well, yeah.
Dark Falls.
they couldn't there was no room, right?
So I put Dark
They
Falls.
couldn't fit the text in. So
I
they had
actually
to
like
change it.
Dark Falls.
It's kind of cool.
I liked it for some
Dark Falls
reason.
is too default.
Yeah, it is very default.
They called them Dark Falls again in Phantasy Star Online.
Really?
They brought that back, Dark Falls.
That's
I was
dope. I like the
I
name.
bet you that was an accident. I was like, they did that.
I like
for
it
fun.
better than Dark Force. Now he was tough.
It was very tough.
Dude, I remember seeing him for the first time. I said, "What the fuck is that?"
It's terrifying.
Oh, yeah, because the music starts, it's all dark, and this big blue evil thing pops out. It's like, oh my god.
That was like some Dungeons and Dragons shit.
Oh
back then.
God.
He was tough in Phantasy Star 3. He was tough. He was still tough in Phantasy Star 2. He was
What
tough.
about Phantasy Star 2 with the chick?
Mother Brain?
Yeah, was she the boss or was that?
Mother Brain was
Mother Brain was
She
the
was the
boss.
boss.
Yeah.
Was she hard to beat?
She was
She was-
tough.
Dark Force was tougher. Dark Force was a tougher fight. He used to turn people evil.
I think the stages were tougher. The dungeons, like the dams,
dams.
and getting the NID weapons and stuff like that.
that was
Those were tougher than the boss.
Yeah.
That was hell.
Yeah.
Complete hell. I don't know why you would make something like that because people can't enjoy that at all.
There's other bosses like the ultimate weapons and stuff in Final Fantasy, but they're not the boss.
They're
We're
not
not
the
going to
boss
talk
boss.
about them. When we talk about hard bosses in general, then we'll talk about those guys. But the main people like Sephiroth and stuff, they weren't really that hard.
Oh, Final Fantasy 10 though. Last boss.
Sin?
Sin.
Was Sin hard?
I remember Sin being yeah.
I don't remember Sin being hard. I
And
don't
then
know. Maybe. I think I died a few times.
Wait, was Final Fantasy X the one with the guy with the retarded arm? And AC Slater? AC Slater as the main character?
Yeah.
Is that it?
That's the wrong game. Those characters aren't in Final Fantasy, so that's the wrong game.
Final Fantasy 10. Your father was like an Aeon at the end, right? You got kind of like inside of Sin. It was weird.
What was his name?
Don't spoil
Aura.
the game.
Aura.
Don't spoil the game.
Right, with the handicap.
No, that's
arm.
not. He's not in the game. There's no handicapped man in the game. There's a man who has his arm chilling in a sling.
I hate that so much.
He's not
He's
handicapped.
so lazy. His
he
arms just
can't
hanging
park close to the stores.
there. He's
All
like
right?
Chris Jericho with the hanging hand. Awful. Oh, speaking of wrestling, what about Tecmo Wrestling and Pro Wrestling had like the most impossible last bosses.
Yeah, they?
Yeah, especially Pro Wrestling. Oh my gosh.
Starman. I don't know these guys.
No, it
It
was
was green, right?
He did everything everyone did.
Yeah.
The claw that the green guy did. He did everybody's
Flying
moves.
kick, I think.
I don't even think you could win. Like it just made that. I never beat him. I fought him once. I was like, oh, it's the last guy. Oh, I'm dead.
You
That's it.
just gotta let it go. Some games you can't beat. Some games
Tecmo
you cannot get through.
Tecmo Wrestling. I don't remember the boss, and I think I got up to him, and I don't remember winning. No, I definitely didn't get up to him because that was cheap. Tecmo Wrestling was very cheap, very because like you could be when you start doing like strikes and stuff, they can interrupt it and just grab you and do a move.
Just gotta learn the pattern. That's all.
Yeah,
Just the pattern.
bunch of
That's
cheap
all
ass
it
Yeah.
games.
is.
Oh, hold on one second. No. The what am I thinking of right now? Well, they said on one of the lists I saw the Rockman monster from Mega Man
He
1.
ain't the boss.
He was tough, but no, Wily, the first one, he was probably one of the toughest Wileys, I think.
Is that when you have to use Elect Man
Yeah.
to like
And
slow?
cheat.
Yeah. Yep.
That's the only way to beat him.
Yes.
If you beat a
All
regular,
right.
that's a rough.
No, Mega
boss.
Man 1 was a tough game.
Yeah, it was.
Though probably one of the best game covers I've seen.
No, it was not. No.
Oh, actually, Kev, you should probably. I'm surprised you'd bring this up. Which Mega Man X was it that put you through so much pain? Which I'm pretty sure
Six.
that was it.
X6.
Was the end boss extremely hard? It had to have been.
Let's see. It was Sigma. What did Sigma do at the end of Mega Man X6?
Sigma in 1 and 2 and 3 was ridiculous.
He's always
And Mega
been,
Man X.
He's always been tough. But let's see. He had a lightsaber in the first one. He was tough in the first one. He turned to like a big. He had to jump on the walls and.
Yeah, he was tough in part
He
1.
was
Yeah.
freaking tough.
But Mega Man X wasn't that hard though.
Part 4 was my favorite.
Part 4 was.
Part 4 was like
love
Mega
4.
Man 2.
I love 4.
Wasn't that difficult. It was fun.
I forgot the
Very
end boss of 6, but the whole game was hard. I'm sure
Garbage.
it was.
It's garbage. So you don't remember.
It was.
Was Axel in
It
that?
Nah, he didn't start appearing till 7.
Really?
X7.
That late?
Was Duo in this one?
Duo.
Nah, that was Mega Man 8, right?
Yeah,
Too powerful.
That's the why we.
Why are we?
that was good. That was a great game.
What's your your most hardest boss that you've ever
We
fought?
already said it was.
Tyson.
It was White Tyson, and yours was
Oh shoot! I don't know. I don't know.
probably M. Bison that got you the most angry.
Most angry, yeah, but I mean, there's other bosses that have gotten me angry.
There's other.
I don't know a
bosses that have
main
gotten me
number
angry.
one guy though. Probably something I just never beat yet.
Arctalad 2. That will go to the grave. I'll
Well,
say
for the
that.
longest, another hard boss for the longest time before I beat her, Medusa from Kid Icarus.
Oh,
She
really?
was-
Oh, wait a second, Medusa.
She was tough. I always had the weakest arrow because it's like if you do good
Medusa.
or whatever, you can upgrade your arrow. But I fought her with the weakest arrow.
Wait, Medusa.
Yeah,
Really?
she was like
Wasn't she like the big ass head?
she was a big head and she kept shooting shit out of her eye.
I just remember Pandora.
Pandora was he was right.
The toothpaste looking dude.
It was tough too, but yeah, it's
I
just
remember Adventure Island. I made it to the last boss. It was
And-
just me and him both kill each other at the same time. That will always go down.
And it said game over.
I said, yeah, game over.
That's bull. That's
It said
such
game over.
bullshit.
He was dead. He said, and it said game over. I was like, no, I beat this. You're going back to Blockbuster. I beat it. So that's a boss I remember.
You talk to that shit like a person. You're going back. You're going
I'm
back.
not even trying.
Enough of
Again,
this.
I beat it.
All right. Here
It's
goes
done.
another one. I just thought of another hard one. All right, Maddox from Strider for Nintendo.
Maddox.
Oh, wait a second.
You would try to hit him with the sword, and the sword would go to the other side of the screen.
Oh, he sucked. Oh
He's not the boss. He's not the
God.
boss with the hood, right? Isn't that the boss of Strider?
That's
Or is that just the arcade?
that's the other no, the one, that's the Genesis one.
The arcade.
Yeah,
That's the arcade
that's the arcade one, and also the
so
one
who
for
the hell is Maddox?
He sucked.
He
No,
was-
I remember that.
Maddox was he was like the boss of the Striders or whatever like
That was such a
He-
shitty game, though.
That was a great game.
For Nintendo?
Nintendo was great.
No.
I liked it.
No.
I liked it a lot. It's one of those games that you liked at the time, but
That
if
nasty
you revisit it, you probably hate it more than anything because the jumping on the wall
That's a
was
terrible
flawed.
game.
The
He was
wall
like-
jumping was
Oh, it was
so
very- yeah, it was
flawed.
very flawed.
I don't even know how it worked.
No.
Like
no.
it was like it was
No,
like
they didn't know how it
glitches.
worked at all. You just pop off. Terrible.
Who was the final boss in Bionic Commando for Nintendo? The Albatross, the ship.
There's a ship. You have to swing and shoot.
jump and
Yeah.
shoot it in the
Yeah.
face.
That was still tough.
If you
Yeah.
missed it, it sucked.
Oh no! Oh,
But you could
It's
pop
that
his
timing.
head.
It start your whole shit over.
no, Hitler was the toughest boss.
That was the
Hitler.
boss.
No, because you swung over
swung
to
and
the
then
thing,
shot once.
and you had to shoot the you had to shoot the
Right in the
helicopter
thing.
at
Yeah, with the rocket launcher.
and that was tough.
No, yeah,
you missed,
that-
you were
that-
dead.
I always missed. I missed all the time.
But in a game, I mean,
All
any
the time.
boss in a game where you get shot once and you die is ridiculous.
That
Like
was
Contra
Hitler.
and stuff.
They
Like, no, I mean,
never-
that's one shot. Like, the boss, what was that game for, what was it? It was for, was it Dreamcast? Or it was a shooter.
Mm-hmm.
And you get to the last boss, and you got to shoot him in the hand, shoot the gun out of his hand. If you
Mm-hmm.
miss, you lose the game, and it's game over.
What?
Like it was one of them like paradise games, and you just like on a vacation, you got to shoot up everything. It was some corny
Is it a third
Japanese
person
shooter.
or a first
no,
person?
Shoot, like a light gun game.
Oh wait,
It was like a weird
second.
one, and you can shoot like
Dreamcast?
bananas. You can shoot bananas at them and stuff. Was it Dreamcast? I think it might have been, or it was GameCube. or
Well, that
something.
reminds me of
I think
I
it might have been GameCube.
actually don't know the name of it. Also, it's also it's for the Dreamcast. It's a I remember you're on the train
You're like a
shooting
spy.
cooks and
You're
shit
like a
that.
spy or something.
But you have to at the end you have to do something with the D-pad where you have to line up like on this boat while the guy's getting away. If you miss the shot, game over. Like completely
I
over.
think it might be the same.
It
thing.
reminds me of
Like, what's-
24, like playing the game 24, Jack Bauer for the PlayStation 2. You had to shoot the guy on the boat. I've never beat that. It was the last.
And if you miss, it's over.
yeah, I never
fucking
figured
dumb.
It out.
the
It's
game
so
is
dumb.
over. The whole thing is over, and you have no codes. You got to play the whole game. Like I think in Time Crisis 3, at least they give you another shot at shooting the gun out. But I think in Time Crisis you got to shoot the gun out too. But if you miss, it's done. Done.
It's so-
you do. You can have all your energy the whole time doing great. Shoot it. You missed. Game over. Like wait.
It happens so fast.
Terrible.
You have 5 seconds. Wait, 5 seconds for game over. What?
Should have turned the brightness up. That's the Nintendo cheat for Duck Hunt. Turn the brightness up. You can't play Duck Hunt on these TVs now. Though.
Horrible.
Turn the brightness up.
Yeah, that's it. That's how
That's
you
the
do
whole.
it.
That's the whole trick.
That's how you do it.
I hate these I hate all these bosses.
But-
They suck.
I'm sure we
worth
can
it.
go on forever. So
The
We
yellow
should-
car in RC Prom.
that's not a boss.
The yellow
So-
card and RC Pro.
We could do another podcast if we think of more, but for now, that's our list.
I think that's
I think
that
we
sums
hit all the bases. I mean, there's PlayStation and like all the newer systems. We didn't even jump into so many. This is like old school stuff. But
I think the old school ones are going to be
Yeah.
the toughest bosses.
Honorable mention: the last boss in was it Uprising? It's a
Contra?
Contra game, yeah.
it wasn't Contra. It was just hardcore.
Hardcore Uprising.
Yeah.
That last boss
That was a
fucking
foul.
sucked.
That was a foul boss.
Oh god.
Fighting it while stuff is falling.
Oh
everywhere.
god.
Yeah, it's rough.
And the only thing you could jump on is the shit that's falling.
Yeah,
I was like,
it's rough.
I think the two last bosses in Bayonetta 1 and 2, those last boss fights are crazy.
I beat Bayonetta. I don't remember the boss.
You know-
well, if Jay beat it, it's probably not that tough.
Gotta be the easiest boss. I beat it.
The second one I think was really, really tough. But yeah, we can leave it with that.
Alrighty.
You guys want to close it?
Close
Yeah,
what?
close it like a book. That's it for today on level 857. Join us next time. And what is it on YouTube and what?
Let's
on
see,
SoundCloud?
yeah,
We on SoundCloud too?
Stream this podcast, the video portion, on our YouTube channel, Level 857. Listen to the Level 857 video game podcast on iTunes, podcast.com, and a lot more services as they become available. We'll let you know.
And we got some more verses coming your way, more shows and all that good stuff. So
Yes,
be on the
Let's
channel.
Plays, over under. We're going to have a lot more content. We're going to see some gameplay footage and see how we do with
And
it.
all Smash Brothers players out there, come find me. We undefeated right here.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We undefeated.
Yes.
Come on now.
Yes.
Tag team, what's good?
Online. Come get us.
Get embarrassed.
Come get us.
And when we kill you, we'll put you online.
Look for Kev's, Turbnet, and what is it, God? With the
God.
exclamation-
Yeah.
God.
Like, comment, subscribe.
God.
Till next time. Peace.
Peace.
God.
Stop. Stop. Stop.
God.